for each team. The United States
Can we just play
has to
Algorithm
pick
Ten?
Put on the
properly,
lowest
though. We have
AR
seen
map
so
left
many
that's available and
breakpoints
put
this
fiery
match,
in. That's a
and
free
at this
point.
point,
He's
we
the only one who
cannot
can play
afford
like
to give up
AR1.
anymore. The U.S.
No, that's
needs
throwing.
to win both of their
That's
picks
throwing.
because South Korea
he
still
went
have
nuts
a
they have to
on
play
the
rest
AR
in
in
for
point two map.
low AR.
one that they
Dude, fiery
one
went nuts on
last
the AR
map to look
8.2
to,
map.
so this
the
is going to
rest of
be
your
the key
game.
point. This could
That's
decide
it, dog
everything
shit.
right here. This is
Unkillable Demon King has
where I would
fucking grip
expect to see the
issues.
timeout for the USA if we're going to see it, but they might be
It's
confident in their pick.
different.
They might want to keep up their
Fire
momentum
rate
after that last win on the Hard Rock 2.
Yeah, that momentum.
What the
from
flip?
Hard Rock
Fiery,
is
please
so
stop
big in the
chatting.
United
What, I
States.
forgot he's injured.
Fiery,
stop
just shut the
chatting.
fuck
It
up.
was
Can you just
only
stop typing in lobby
1.7
chat?
million team score. The USA improving by
I want to
400.
see his name
I
on
would
screen.
help.
On the back
I would
of that
love
pop
Team
off
USA
from
500
Rectigon, but
times
also
more
just
fire
better
rate.
support
Hunter injured his thumb.
from Boshiman and Kama
It's
in
over.
particular.
It's
Boshiman
over.
going up by 100,000 score himself, so a huge overperformance from the United States on that pick. And
Saints should
South
just be like,
Korea,
oh,
you
that's
know,
crazy.
if the United States had performed like they did last time around on this map, they would have won by 200k, but not the case this time around. And finally, we're going to see the Free Mod 4 picked as well
Free Mod 4?
from the
Wait.
United States
Wait,
here.
maybe.
This
Guys,
is a pick they've won twice now.
Yeah,
SK's taking this point. SK's taking this point.
Wait, why'd they pick this?
SK's taking this. SK's taking this.
We're throwing?
Almost
Why'd they pick?
hidden on this map when it was played
They're
versus South
thinking
Korea.
for
That's
them.
a
It's 'cause the
pulling
break
off the
pointers.
no mod full combo against Australia. That kind of pop-off potential is huge
Why?
on a map like this, but the
Mod-
win against South Korea was only by 100,000 points.
Dude, they
It was
fucking
worst
barely
HR
won
player with
this time.
8
Team USA kill
himself
4 of its
on the hidden,
players to
and
trigger
a
disaster
600k
draft.
score from Flying
Dude,
Tuna.
they
They're
did.
Second, I
pretty
just call
close
Fiery Claw
with what the
Rectigon
United States
retarded.
was able to do on this sort of map. So if
Sounds
we
like
can
me to
see
you.
South Korea
Yeah.
pull off those kinds of scores
No.
again, this map as well could really
If-
go
if
either way
Utami
for
was here,
either
would
of
we
these
be
teams. We've
winning?
said it already during this
Shit,
match,
well,
but it
fucking
doesn't
fine.
seem like any
Yeah,
of these
Kilo
picks
Paul.
are
Oh, hell
safe
no,
for
bro.
either team. We've seen both
Utami.
team picks go the other
Let's
way
be honest.
from match to match, and with
Do
how
not
evenly
let
matched
Utami in
these
this voice
teams
channel.
have shown us they are
If
throughout the
Saturos
night.
was playing, USA would win.
It is just so difficult to pick
If Utami ever
correctly,
mutes in
and you
Discord, you're
see
fucked.
that with just the abundance of breakpoints in this match.
Yeah, we've seen massive scores, as you mentioned, from
Guys, I
both
think I just made the next
Vaxay
best
and
gift.
Taquito, but it has been in separate matches. It feels like the USA are rolling the dice a little bit, and I feel like that dice roll is in their favor. On one hand, you could very well have both Vaxay and Taquito pop off pullout FCs, and the United States is just hard winning. On the other hand, they could both miss, and all of a sudden, worst HR player takes over. And of course, the third option is that one of them pops off, matches worst HR player, assuming he can put up a similar combo, and things are going to look very
There's like
close
4
again. So
players in the
I
Flying
lobby.
do
Tuna
think
has
the
to
odds
take it.
are in the United States' favor this time around,
Why
but
did they
it is
put
going to be very
Kama
dependent
back?
on worst HR player, because if worst HR player cannot
Kama
match
is not
last
touching
time
on
around,
it.
Take him
you
out.
don't really have anyone to be that backup carry for South Korea
So
like
this
you
guy
have
would
on the
Kama
USA.
does
It
not
is
cook. I hope he
worst
burns the
HR
kitchen
player
down.
or bust.
This is
Let's
Kama.
be honest,
Kama.
it's
No, the reason
Always
this is actually because of Kama.
Vaccine to
Kama is
Kilo
gonna
are
burn the
really
kitchen.
bad.
I hope.
Yeah, I'm wavering
The
between
Kama
you
has
with this one,
worst nerf
ladies and
controls of
gentlemen.
all time.
Free
This
escape
was a
point.
Kama,
very,
no, Kama's
very
nerf
tight
control is
one
literally
last
like-
time.
Dude, it's
Just
grits.
shy of 100,000.
Remember,
it was Taquito for the United States.
Yo, he already missed.
last
He already
year,
missed.
He's burning the kitchen down.
2 years ago.
Guys. Go
Hey,
FC.
on the
you would
opening
expect this to
pattern.
be a map for South
No, no,
Korea.
no.
but
What is
this
Kama hitting?
No,
What is he doing? What's happening?
Wait,
What is he
Go.
doing?
This is a scary
playing
aspect. A little bit
Wait,
of a glitch,
he's
I
the
believe, in
goat.
the client actually.
Bro, he's
Alex
Kama.
aside, Kama doesn't have any hits
Kama's
and it's
playing
still
nothing.
hitting everything. Oh well, it's fine.
It's
We
for
can see
nerds.
Kama,
If
so
you
we'll
can't see
just,
the circles,
maybe
Oh.
hit a little
You're gonna
panic
get
button,
nervous.
hit that little refresh
He was
here.
playing for the
But,
flashlight. What the
Yeah,
hell?
this is a shot.
I just made a
It's
gift.
scary.
I just made a gift.
It's
I just made a
little
gift.
bit
This
I
is
just made the best gift
crazy.
ever.
Never before.
A little bit
Guys,
on the gambling
wait, I'm
aspect,
actually
because
like,
both of these
oh my
teams
god.
have
Bro was
really
playing with
well on
laser
this.
mods enabled.
USA have had
Yo.
multiple
Yeah,
players
he
who have
missed.
performed
Looking
absolutely
better.
exceptionally on this. Big
Yo,
winner
Kama.
section to come through here. Double miss on the side of South
SK
Korea.
sucks.
Kama
SK
and
fucking
Rectigon
sucks.
did trade previously,
Yo,
so it's
surely
basically
Taquito
a trade.
gets 900K,
50,000
right?
score in favor of the United States. Vaxay and Taquito, the
Nah,
two-star
Vaxay's just
players
gonna
who have set
actually-
really
Go
good
to the
scores
right,
this map,
go to
still
the
looking
right.
good. But Allegrissimo is
Yeah, SK
trading them,
just lose.
able to contest at least one. These recoveries from South Korea are still
What the
threatening
fuck
here.
are you
But
saying?
Kama Comma and
Black
Rectagon do
Saint,
seem to
please
outshine them
drop.
for now. Blind Tuna goes down. One combo
Take
that you
Allegrisimo
really
the fuck
don't want
out.
to
Dude,
see
look at
gone with the
Foxy's
hidden Hard
ag,
Rock,
man.
but this could be another strategy to
There'd be a higher
tank with that
power
Hard Rock
preventing
ability to
USA
give
from
Contra
winning.
that room to get the flex that he needs.
Okay, in
We're
my
getting
opinion,
close to
Deficit
that
would be
one
FC
half
right now.
section
That's all
here.
I'm saying.
Difficulty ramp up now. Ki to come
told
through.
you, Vax
No
Saint
Timothy
front
at a-
seat here for the
Vax
United
Saint
States.
SSing
This
right now.
seems to be
Here
really
you are.
anchored here for the USA.
Blind Tuna
Vax Saint and Taquito still looking good, but Taquito does go down. That's
Okay,
one full
Taquito's
combo, and
down.
Allegrisimo is able now to
Come on,
contest
Allegrisimo.
Vax. These
Put
recoveries
Allegrisimo
on
in.
both teams
Vax, I
are
miss,
really
and then
key.
we
Let
go.
him
You're gonna
go.
drop from Vax Saint, and
Oh,
Taquito
wait.
is timing.
My
Reaching
God.
up to the side of South Korea. It's slowly going to
Okay,
start to
okay,
down in their
let me
favor.
see.
Allegrisimo remains
Allegrisimo
completely
works hard
untouched.
rock, you have to
And once they
hold.
chop out, duking it out.
I'm
Carter and
actually
Rectagon
lost.
as well. It is just Allegrisimo to hold
See you
a
guys next
differential
This
lead
is
here
my
for South
worst
Korea as
nightmare.
long as he can hold
This is-
past
this
this
is
Come
my
final
worst
on,
quarter
come
of the
on,
map.
come on, come on, come on.
Dude, I need
Here we
them to
go
break
into
the
the
line.
last
Please.
third of the
Please.
map. 93,000 score
It's
lead for the United
Grizz,
States, but
dude, it's
combo
Grizz.
advantage
They're
for
gonna
South Korea.
chain four miss.
Allegrisimo is gonna see this combo lead is
Hold,
all on
hold.
his shoulders. Flying Tuna is gonna miss in the
It's okay,
slow
count
part.
it, yeah.
Not
It's
gonna
just a
matter
minute
too
left.
much. The combo
I did
for
not
worst
realize
HR
it
player
was
and
this
Archer
hard,
is
man.
matching the combos
Actually, I
from
can't-
Kama
Wait, they
and
should sub me in.
Rectagon here.
They should sub me
Rectagon
into
on
that
that
one
hard
now. I
rock
would've
once
hit
again. A top performer, even in spite of taking this mod,
Just hold
which makes
for
this
1
map
minute.
so
Please.
much more
Please.
space. The aim on this so difficult in hard rock, but not phasing one of the veteran players for the United States and somebody
Honestly, I
who is
think
known
Allegrisimo
as
FC
potentially
is
the best hard rock
interesting,
player
guys.
in North
Or
America.
Combo?
Full stop.
I don't think it's really.
Can
Nice.
the United
It's
States
the
bring
only
this back?
USA
Yeah,
one.
lose
Archer
Archer.
just-
That's one of the big
no,
supporting
no,
scores
no,
for
no,
South
no.
Korea down.
fine.
It's still
Oh,
Allegrisimo to
please,
hold the full
please,
combo,
please,
but the
please.
combo
Please.
lead now back on the side of the
No,
United
USA
States.
is in
Kama
favor
and
right
Rectagon
now.
still
No,
going
no,
strong here, but
USA gonna-
Taquito is back up.
Rectagon
And
is
there goes
gonna bring the
Allegrisimo.
kitchen
He
down.
drops as well right
There's
before
no
the
way,
slow
right?
slider.
Wait, there
You can
is-
see the
wait, no.
shakes, but Rectagon will
All
trade
of the back-
drop it all.
Don't.
Worst
Dude,
HR
Kama's
player,
losing
Kama
it.
and Taquito
Kama drop,
matching the
Kama
combo
drop, Kama
going into the
drop.
ending. Vaxe on a
Kama,
good
bro.
supporting combo for
Kama,
the United
prove me
States.
wrong,
Will
though,
this
please.
end
Come on.
the hardest part of the map, the speed up to 330
prove me wrong.
BPM. Can worst HR player hold and potentially bring this back? And does everyone on the USA miss?
No,
Because
that's
that's what
too
it's
much
going to
of a
take for
gap.
this map to go Korea's way. Taquito will
Yep.
drop the chain.
Oh,
Combo will drop as well.
Okay.
There goes
No,
worst HR
USA
player.
win, no
And that
time.
is going to
So-
decide it.
No.
Vaxe
No.
continuing to hold for the United
It's
States.
so-
He'll full combo the ending
We are
and
so
secure the
bad.
point
We're
for the
so
USA.
bad.
5-5,
Let's
tied
go.
up
Let's go.
once
Let's
again
go.
in the bracket reset. You
Oh my
could
God.
not write a better
Yes,
script
yes,
for this
yes.
match as we
Oh,
get
no.
5-5
Not
in
this
back-to-back
again,
Grand
not this
Finals best
again.
score.
Dude, it's
Oh
Archer
my
through by
God.
actually not.
You could
Oh,
not
you
get
said
better
winning
than
again.
this,
That's
can
so
you, I
boring.
flame?
You certainly
Please,
cannot, and
Oh,
we find
you're so
ourselves
sleepy right
back
now.
here
No, I've seen
once
this
again
before.
with
Please.
one
United States
pick
should win
left
every
for
game.
each
Everybody
team.
knows.
The United States
SK has
have
to
one
win the
pick.
next
South
two.
Korea have the
Guys,
next
I don't
pick.
think
Has to win the next
Both
two.
of
They
these
cannot win
teams are
tiebreaker.
2 maps
They
away
cannot win
from the
tiebreaker.
World
Tiebreaker would be
Championship.
so
There
sick,
is
though.
no more bracket reset.
Guys, I
This
need
is
to, I
it.
need to
This
eat
is
another
all there
protein bar.
is.
I felt
The
like
winner
You
of
really
this
think
match
US would win
takes
tiebreaker?
it all, and there is
Yeah.
so much pressure on both of these teams. South Korea, I think,
Also,
I think I
we're gonna
lost.
have to
I
see
think
the
I
Hard
lost
Rock
weight
one
watching
this
this
time around,
match.
and they're gonna need
Did you see Fire
Allegrisimo
Ray
to
just
pop
throw in
off
the
yet
tiebreaker?
again. This is the time
I'm
to
gonna
take
go
your
piss
picks
for like
very
tiebreaker.
seriously.
I need
This
to
is the
pee so bad.
time to take
just
things
getting brought
slowly.
to limit by
Really
God,
put a
like,
lot of thought
five
into your
Bro,
picks. It
Fire
actually
Rage got
looks
like
like they
80%
okay, they
act on
don't
the
need to pick
tiebreaker.
before their
Crazy.
timeout. So we're gonna get the timeout first.
SK if Carter didn't
And
fucking slice
because
his
it
bum
is South
open.
Korea's pick, they're going to have the
Bro,
whole
Fire
timeout to discuss their pick. Although I really do expect that that is just going to be the
Oh, what is Fiery
one
saying?
Lunate Elf.
Can we ban Fiery?
Fiery,
We'll see if
please
it's
shut
the Hard Rock
up.
one. They did win that pick against
No
the
one
USA
wants you
in the
to talk,
first bout,
please.
but with how
Strategy.
with
It's
how
a strategy.
much those results
fucking
have
annoying
changed
my
from match to match.
fantasy
I don't even know if a
please.
400k win in the
No,
first round of
no.
Grand
He's
Finals
annoying
is
them, so they don't
actually
play
good
good.
for South Korea here.
No, he's doing this because
The hidden one is still up. I do
Wow.
think that they have
What
good
is Fiery?
players
I come
like
back
that.
to Fiery
Hidden streams,
yapping.
especially
Dude,
after
they've
is something
definitely
that they
like
are pretty good on, and there it is. It's
Like-
going to be the hidden one. I think the one map you're
Those
not going to pick in the USA
OWC
is
Grand
that
Finals chat.
Fremont
That's
3.
crazy.
They've had such success on the Fremont
Bro, there's
throughout
16K
Grand Finals
viewers.
weekend, both against Australia
Fiery
and
is,
South
Oh,
Korea.
I haven't seen this
That's
page.
one
Yeah,
thing they're gonna
MVP,
avoid
MVP,
alongside
MVP,
Nomad
free range, get
Hidden
fire
one.
range, crazy on the
last
lobby
Fiery
chat.
has
He's
highest
reported.
chance.
I expect them to pick
Dude, USA
either
wins,
into,
dude.
like, the DT1 or the
Wait,
Fremont
no, we
3.
don't, we
Here we
lose.
go, hidden one for South Korea. The first
Bro,
time we're
this
gonna see
fucking
it.
This-
Akai Iwaku by Ling Toss.
Nah, this match is pre-recorded.
This is
This
a
match is
Hidden
pre-recorded.
Hidden one?
awkward
Question mark?
aim map.
Question-
I think a lot of
Question
the difficulty in this
mark?
map, rather than coming from that awkward
Actively
aim, comes
inching?
from the flow aim, comes from the stream.
The USA can actually just.
Luckily for South Korea, the BPM on this is low enough. It is very
Yeah,
low BPM,
that's why
but
it's
low enough
great.
generally
Archer breaks his
that
fucking arm.
we don't need to see a lot of stamina-focused players come in for South Korea. The aim control on the streams is the primary difficulty.
Wait. Fiery
What the fuck happened?
Wait, Fiery's
This
winning.
is
Wait,
a
what happened?
terrifying
He's in
map
their
to
head.
pick this late into the match. This is 4 minutes long.
They
That's
got
a
it,
real
what happened?
consistency test, especially on those
How did they get
streams
beat?
that
What
you
did they do?
mentioned. Those are
like
about
a fucking map.
halfway into the map, so this is where we're going to see the most misses, and that is the
I
I
absolute
told
worst
you, I told
place
you
to
Fiery
miss.
is
So
just cooking
Okay.
something
if a
up.
single player from either team can hold on through the stream section and that
Wait,
combo
what
is
did you
match,
do?
Sorry,
the
small
map is
team.
probably
Wait.
over right then and there.
Did he, like,
Because
confuse
that's
that
going to be
for
the big test. That is going to be the
Did he
big
say, like,
break
ARP
point
he said,
in the
like,
map,
ARP
one way or
timeout,
another, and I
timeout.
expect
You-
that will be the big
timeout.
decider unless we see
Imagine
multiple
you
players
troll too
holding
hard,
on
USA
through it.
forfeits.
And
By-
we're going to have to see some new lineups here. Without a
technicality,
doubt,
that'd
we're
be
going to
crazy.
see Taquito, Vaxe, and Rectagon in for the
You
United
get a
States.
fucking red
I
card.
do expect that that last player is likely to be,
Wow.
I'd have to say, Kama here is just so good at that aim and has been solid on the hiddens so far
actually,
this
Kama
tournament.
did
On the
come
side of
through
South
last
Korea,
time.
of course, we're going to have the core of Karcher, worst HR player. I do expect we're going to have Amamiya Kokoro back in for the hiddens. And
If SK
likely
loses,
to
I'm
be
literally
either
offing
Flying
myself.
Tuna or
Literally.
or Restia.
Literally.
I think more likely Flying Tuna. this
Literally.
time.
Beat, bro.
I can't say I disagree.
Literally.
It's definitely going to be on Mamiya Kokoro.
They always have
Member
next year.
for
Think
South
about
Korea
it.
here. Rusty
SK isn't gonna lose.
I'm not gonna have a
There's
no
Archer
fucking
is
way.
not coming back.
There's
It's
no,
over.
there's no next year. There's no next year. Not for Bernard Ose.
Nah,
Wait,
Bernard
just
OC
beat us
surely
second
has
round.
to be
Honestly,
the
the
next
USA
year.
having some roster trouble.
You know, there's a
Absolutely.
higher
There's
power
military
than
than
Taquito
Taquito
is
is actually doing.
losing. I hope you know that.
That's
And that is
Yeah, I'm telling you guys.
They should put Fiery in.
Playing OWC
They should put Fiery in.
That kid just
I
got beat
will
up.
farm standard and play WC next year.
South Korean
they
assassin
were
killed
going to use
Taquito.
on this one, so I'm
Can we get?
Not
Can we
Wait,
like?
did he was streaming.
Dude,
You don't-
the next year's OWC team should
how
be
it's applied, but it looks like it.
paracetamol.
Apparently his
Small
internet did go out,
team,
but there he is in the
me,
lobby, ready to
I
go.
want to see
Fuck
it.
He's literally in
The screen. Damn it, I can see on the big screen.
We would
Me in with you.
Tunisia, actually, coming into the
Wait,
lobby
Taquito
for
died?
South Korea here.
They
He's
tried
back.
to
But
kill
it looks like
He's
No,
streaming.
he's back.
At the moment.
They should have
I
put
think
Fiery
South Korea is
in.
kind of
Back.
waiting for roster
Back.
block
They should have put
Where'd the
Fiery
other two
in.
go?
confirmed
Where'd
from
the other
referee
two go?
before putting
Fiery
Their
on
win
the
condition is faster
for
than one of
the
crazy.
United States right now.
At this point, the timer you see there in the lobby chat has already been started for 2 minutes. So unfortunately for the United States, because they wanted to wait for Taquito as they
Bruh,
should,
ping
their timeout has
someone
used
who's
up,
not a
been
moderator
used
to
up.
drag
And
him
even though
in.
Taquito did show up about 10 seconds after that timeout got started, they do have the rest of the timeout to be waited out if they want to use it.
Are you trying out
And
for
so
next year's
both
OWC again?
teams are going to
I
have
will,
their
bro.
players
100k
use
makes
the
it
duration of
OWC.
this timeout to just take a look at the map and editor, maybe get a tiny
I
bit
guess
of
I'll try
practice
it.
You know,
in
I think I
before we
should
go
get mine
into one of the most
more than
important
overqualified
maps
for
in this
position.
full tournament.
I hate
We do see
it.
Vaxe back
Just
in
to
the
get
now.
from the Korean team and show
Just
for them.
wait
I'll
on
get,
Amamiya
dude, I'll get good
Kokoro,
at
who should be getting
CS9 and make
back
it
into
in
the lobby
OWC next year.
before we go into this
For SK,
4-minute long hidden
All you need to
aim
do is
fest
get really
with
good at precision
aim
and start
fest with,
yapping like crazy. And you
real
can get on
tough
any
stream
team you
test.
want.
Dude, if I
right in
ever
the
get
middle.
into any World Cup, I'm gonna yap like
See
crazy
how
in
both
chat
players
box.
handle it. Looking for one more player to come in for
Can I pay
South
you to
Korea.
throw-
It is going to
take
be
that game?
Restia, in fact. Amamiya Kokoro
They put
not
Restia
coming
in.
for this
Uh-oh.
one, it seems. So
You
we
could
are
send
going to get
Restia in.
one
Put
out
Restia
from
in.
both of these teams. Last pick
He
for
wants it.
South Korea. If they win this, they
Restia's in.
secure tiebreaker at the very least.
Restia got
Yeah,
it.
every
Match
time they
point
get this
on the
been
USA's
posted,
pick.
that-
Please.
Wait, Restia
Yes,
on hidden. Let's see what he
please.
cooks.
Match
Let's
point
see what he
with
cooks.
next
This background is
pick.
so
South Korea
pretty.
need this
That's what
one
he's
to
gonna
work
cook.
out to
Let's see if
potentially
he misses the
win
first 5
their
seconds.
first World Cup.
Kama is
in
missing the
10
I'm
third
years
watching
note.
and
Restia
put
Kama
us
is
right
missing
now.
the
I'm
third note.
staring at
longest
him.
standing
No, that's
streak
just
missing the
we
third
have
note.
ever
He
seen
misses.
in O Standard coming from the United States. Can
No
they
way,
do it?
Kama
Can
didn't
they
miss.
secure match point
Can't get
early
rid of
Russia.
from Karcher
King
on
FC.
this
Karcher.
map, but not going to matter all that.
Karcher mess, it's over.
Accuracy
It's
is going
over.
to be
It's fine.
important for this one.
Literally,
Lots
if USA
lots
wins,
of
Demon
one
King
of
looks
these
real
is
killable.
wrecked.
Not gonna lie.
points in this map.
Like in what
tons
world?
and tons of really difficult
what
streams.
world
As you
are
said, the stream
Korea
section
winning the
starts to get
tiebreaker?
really
None.
difficult.
This
about
world-
In
halfway
my
through the
world,
map,
I believe in it.
as that's
That's
when
what we
the
said about
scores
the
start to
stream.
take hold, and that's when the
I
streams
need
start to
them
get
to win the
longer
next
and
2
longer.
points.
Until then, I think we're gonna be looking
Sorry.
at more of the awkward aim and
world.
the difficulty focus in the
10
first
times
half
less
of this
stressful
map.
if
We'll
USA
see
could win this
how
weekend.
well these teams can hold on.
When the world
to
needed
10
the
times
most.
less
how well
fucking
they can
stressful if they
handle
just
the
won, like,
density
right
back
now.
on a map like this,
For real.
and how well they can handle
The,
that
when the world
awkward
needed the
aim.
most, they
Nobody
fucking
breaking
flop.
on
They're
those
gonna.
big
Oh,
back and forth jumps. Common Rectigon
Okay,
breaking on
that's
the
good.
first
That's good.
Okay.
Jump
Oh.
second.
Okay.
GG.
It's over.
Okay, that's good. That's
It's only
good.
Oh, okay.
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 Early
Okay.
days still. But this
It's
is looking
4
good
minutes
for Korea.
long,
Out
though.
of the
I need
gate,
them to
40K
hold.
score lead and climbing with
it's
SK
actually
Combo
fucking 7 in the morning.
one. Just on Vaxe and
fucking
big
morning.
score
What's
combo
wrong
for
with
Archer.
you?
There go Flying Tuna, the
Oh,
worst HR
big.
player. Can they
That's bad.
Flying
continue
Tuna's trolling.
with this
Come on, Restia, come on.
advantage they
That's
hold?
bad.
Restia, all on their
Okay,
goals.
yeah. Okay,
Restia.
okay.
And now Taquito drops in time, but
Yeah,
Restia lose on the side of USA.
Restia.
Korea Vaxe
Back,
right
quarter
now,
break.
holding
Quarter break
the
now.
only full
Yeah,
combo in the
executed.
lobby with that reverse choke from Karcher, nearly matching him, but the supporting scores from Rectigon and Combo
They're gonna
are
get
just
immediate
ridiculous
military-
for USA in comparison.
Fuck, they're gonna
to
get
the
called in the
scoring
military
scores
after
from
this.
the
They
It's the
lost.
South,
That
North
Chambers from
Korea.
Russia
Everyone
completely
has
showed
it
the fact that the
fucking
United States
going.
several misses on that one
After
Chambers
this
section
match, he's
there.
flying out.
Gonna
It's
lead
over
to
for
not
him.
only a huge drop in
Guys,
score,
Flying
but
Tuna's
giant
gonna have
drop back
mandatory
against
military
Russia.
service again
Disaster
after
for
this
that
one.
guy, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're taking him
Still
back.
have Karcher to
They
keep
didn't trade him
Vaxe
well enough. He
in
wasn't
the
ready.
best
So,
take.
WC,
Karma,
he won't
Rectigon
have to do
going some
military
great
service.
recoveries to suppress the rest of South Korea. This
He-
map
no, dude,
gets
the
government actually
progressively
Okay, it's okay.
He missed like
more
eight times.
challenging.
No block.
It does
Come
not
on,
get
16
easier
times
during
and
these
Come on.
challenges.
I believe
We
in
do
the
have a little
Karcher,
bit of a slowdown
Karcher.
section here, but the important sections, just like these ones,
Over
do
the
not
place.
stop getting
Flying
difficult.
Tuna.
Oh, shit, everyone.
Rectigon and Karma.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Vaxe break.
All trade that as
Come
well.
on,
I
Forum,
believe
Forum.
it's
Back now?
Vaxe, yes, it
Come on,
was.
Forum.
Taquito's the
Taquito
last
might
one
go.
standing here.
Taquito versus
for the
Forum.
United States. Worst HR
Taquito
player
needs to
has
miss.
a tiny lead
Oh.
over him, and that's
Taquito's
going to
goated
give
for
the
real.
South
He's not
Koreans
missing.
Client.
very tiny
Banjo?
combo advantage.
Come on, Banjo.
Given
Banjo,
over
please,
second
not right
place
now.
mode, but it's looking good. Tiny advantage here for South
Tiebreaker's
Korea.
still possible.
A slowdown sector to come through. All of these recoveries are dead even.
I
Here's
think
a big
we're-
ramp up.
Yo,
This
yo,
one-
yo,
Taquito's
Taquito
down.
Let's
Taquito's
go.
down.
Oh.
Taquito's man standing
Taquito
next to the
through.
bottom combo of the game.
Come on,
Can he
come
keep
on.
this going? Can he
I'm
secure
like
South
so,
Korea tiebreaker?
Notice
We're going
combo
into
on
the final
US.
third, 30,000 score.
Dude,
Climbing
Restia
South
plays like
Korea.
an AI.
South Korea
Fucking
is alive.
smooth as-
The
wait,
recoveries
shake.
are so valuable here. The jumps are getting massive. Flying Tuna goes down.
Forum.
It's gonna slow down the push.
My
a little
God.
bit. That's the worst
Forum.
HR
My
player.
God.
Still looks
Forum,
good.
Forum,
South
Forum.
Why
Korea
is
seems to be in
Forum so
control
good?
of their own destiny.
Hold, Forum,
He's
hold.
big.
Worst
That's
HR player does it again. He is holding strong. Karcher is supporting. Even if worst HR player misses,
Faker more
Karcher
like
is
shit.
there to
Really
back him
going-
up against
Oh
that
my
combo.
God.
Karcher has
Coming
more than
Coming
Vaxe
from
too.
Vaxe. There
And no
goes
one else has
Karcher though.
combo.
Now it's all on worst
Oh.
HR player. A 60k score lead is still
You did-
10
Come on,
for
Forum, please,
South
Forum.
Korea at best. But there
Oh
goes
my
Vaxe.
God.
Forum is actually
All the
cooking.
combos on
Forum
USA
is
are down.
cooking.
South Korea, they may have just done it. Worst HR
Forum
player
is
is still
cooking.
holding. And he is the combo lead. He is the score lead. He finally found the chain miss, but it's 100,000 for South
No one has
Korea.
combo. Wait, Taquito does.
The
Taquito
only
has combo.
semblance of combo
Please,
in the
please.
whole lobby right now, and even then,
Restia,
he's
please,
only
Restia.
300 combo
Taquito-
against
Taquito's
a
holding, bro.
100,000 plus score lead for South
It's not
Korea.
enough.
I dare say
not
it.
enough.
This is going to
My
be the point for
God.
South Korea.
Taquito.
Can they hold on
Wait,
just a
Taquito
little bit
Taquito
longer?
drop.
Taquito
Taquito drop.
might just be able to bring this
Taquito
back
needs to
to the end of the map.
drop.
Flying
Go,
Tuna's
go.
doing well.
They're going back.
50K
They're going back.
50 now to bring back.
going back.
Taquito is still
Go
going.
back.
Can he hold? No, he can't. Chain miss.
Taquito?
They've done it.
Worst
They have to have done it.
Worst HR player is an
SK win
absolute
this.
demon. Puts up the score when it matters, and with that miss from Taquito, that is going
Is
to
it
be a
over?
point for South
Wait.
Korea.
It's over,
and they
it's over,
are
it's
one
over.
point
It's not
away
over,
from
dude.
being the
It's
world
over.
champions for the first time
Bro,
in
it's
10
USA's
years.
pick.
1
Oh
point
my
is
God.
all that stands between them and victory. And all that's left in this map
Okay,
is
but
this
hear me
slow
out.
outro.
Nobody
as
can
South
win their
Korea
fucking pick,
Shut up,
okay?
Gavin.
let it
Shut up,
sink
Gavin. Stop
in.
Nobody
talking.
can win
You
their
guys are
fucking
so
pick.
close. They can
Gavin,
feel
stop
the
talking.
victory
USA
on their
No,
fingertips.
no,
The
no,
United
no,
States
no,
have the next
Gavin.
pick,
South
but there
Korea's.
are no
I
easy
don't.
picks for the
I
US.
believe
South
in
Korea,
SK.
They don't need to let it go to tiebreaker. They can take this on the
No,
United
it's
States
US
next pick
pick.
if they play well.
No,
Dio,
we're chilling. We go
what
to
is this
tiebreaker.
pick from the
Wait,
United
but nobody
States?
can
What
win
do they
the
look
pick.
to
Nobody
at
can win
least
their
get themselves
pick.
a tiebreaker?
USA pick. When did
There's
they pick
only
you?
so many
No way
maps
they
left
can.
right now, I flame. That was a super close one near the end there, but pop-off score from worst HR player barely did enough to hold
fucking myself
them
so hard for
strong
this.
through the
Please
rest
don't
of
What
the
did they
make
even
a
pick here?
tiebreaker.
We've got DT1
Please
still
don't
available,
make it a
we've got
tiebreaker.
Free Mod 3 still
I had a
available.
chemistry test.
Hard
on
Rock
Monday
1 is
and it's
up,
okay.
but USA lost that last time around. I don't think they are going to want to
Maybe they
pick it
pick-
They
back.
should
It's
pick
no
Free
mod
Mod
1,
3.
Free mod, they pick Free mod.
3 left up.
They put
for
Restia in
United
again, and
States
he
to
picks
pick.
here.
No mod 1.
My
no
money's
balls.
on DT1, but I can see them wanting to pick
No mod
into
one,
that
no
free mod
balls.
3.
So true. I
They have
agree,
had
I agree.
massive success on the free mod pool all weekend, both against South Korea and against Australia. So
I actually-
if you're
no, I
going
feel
with
like free mod 3 is
consistency,
actually
that free
also
mod
good.
pool is in their favor. They've won that map twice out of the 2 times it has been played so far.
It was never winnable.
But if you're going by the BPM theory, if you're
I
trying
actually
to
feel like they shouldn't
cap
pick free
South
mod
Korea,
3. I don't know
then
why they did
DT1
that.
calls your name. 280 plus
All roast
BPM
sweet to me.
on that
That is
DT1.
Fire
great.
can
It
actually
does
get them
have
another
some burst
timeout
in
by
it. It's
yapping
not a
for
map
the
where
extra
you can
minutes.
just alt all of the
Yeah.
jumps and
You can also get
so you
fucking
need
banned
a
for
little bit
most
of
of the
that
game
speed
for.
to hold on.
How
to
much
the
are you left on
You
mute?
won't get
I
banned.
have
He's on
5
any
minutes.
game.
till
I
the
think
time-
between
MPK
those
fire
two
rate.
maps, it is going to be that
Oh, they
free mod
picked
pick.
it. They
Free mod
picked it.
3, R176 by Cranky. It's the
Sure,
anti-mod
sure.
free mod pick as the last
God.
shout for the
Why are they
United
typing
States. They
white
win this
side?
one, they tie us up, and
Oh,
we
the
go
viewers.
to Vanitas.
I think
lose
they
this,
have
and
fucking
they
brain
lose their
damage.
first World Cup
could just straight up
since
lose it. They might just lose this.
2017.
CS5, AR.
It could be today, Grandma.
Is so
Right?
heavy on
Unironically,
the
no
rhythmic
mod 1
pattern
would have been a
speed.
better pick.
Aim control, there are some really brutal
This is a
linear
great
patterns
game
and
in a
zigzags
while.
that you have to watch out for. This map is no joke. It is going to claim a lot of combos.
They get flying
and
tuna
the
to
last
tank
time
again.
around, it was a
Wait, Bosch? I don't know,
250,000
bro.
point
Bosch,
win
please?
for the United States.
Bosch on
the
Hard
back
Rock.
Of Rectigon
I don't know.
and Taquito,
Not
the
this-
hidden and
it's
Hard Rock
Skibbity
players
Day
for the
Grandma.
I
United
don't think
States.
Bosch is
We
warm as a
did
lot
see
of
an
the other players
overmod
because he only plays
from
like-
South Korea
bro, I
with Alec
can't
Gissimo
believe
and
what I'm
Karcher
There's like
taking
2
Hard
maps.
Rock, neither of them feeling comfortable
Oh, my brain's
on that
coping,
AR8
isn't
no
it?
mod, but I wonder if we see them switch it up this time around because this map is so tricky, especially those wiggle zigzag
I'm losing my
patterns.
fucking mind
They're
actively right
so
now.
tricky with the precision hard rock that I'd almost like to see South Korea drop off one of those hard
I'm on my
rocks, but
fucking
it's really
phone.
going to
Dude, I'm
depend
actually
if
probably
Alec
going
back.
Gissimo
Every
feels
morning.
like
I'm
he
gonna
can
sit in
play
silence
the
for the next 3
AR8 no
hours.
mod
I'm
on this
contemplating
map, and
my life.
Come
just
on,
might
keep
not be the
yapping
case.
for a couple more minutes. I need to get one more MP kick fire agent,
If
please.
they can put up
I need to get
some
one
of the
more
same
in.
scores they
I
had
think
last
I'm gonna
time
get
for
banned from the
United
chat if I
States.
type
We
it.
had some
If
really
I get
scores
banned for typing
on this
MP
map
kick
from
fire rage,
both teams.
holy.
This was the first pick for South Korea in the first bout of Grand Finals.
Okay, I got you, Gavin. I got you. I'm gonna go type it.
Thank you.
Five
Thank you.
five
Type it
picks
for me,
for
Bernard.
Taquito, and they end up
Alec
winning that
Resmo
pick
last.
against South Korea by 260k. This is
Go for
the
it.
throwback for the United States.
Alec Resmo?
It'll be both the first pick
I'm
and
the fourth
the
player
last
right
pick
now.
in
Restia,
Grand
put
Finals
Restia in.
for this map.
Put
What a
Restia in.
way
Oh, Gissimo,
to end
fourth
off
player.
the
Let's
match
go.
the same way it started.
Wait,
GG.
This time around, it's for the United
Wait.
States. They're looking to
It's
replicate
GG,
their success for the
guys.
very first pick in this match.
Let's
But
go,
again,
Korea, let's
They
go.
will be
So over.
legendary
He's feeling
in
himself.
the
So
World
over.
Cups. And
No, if Rectagon decides to go crazy, they just win.
Reset tiebreaker. If South Korea can do it, they will become legends themselves
Come
and
on.
end a
they
5-year
throwing-
streak
how'd they
of
throw-
Okay, I can
consecutive
get
wins
one
for the
MP
United
kick
States.
fire agent left.
It's time. Boshiman, Taquito, Vaxe,
Worth it.
Rectigon for the United States. Karcher, Flying Tuna, Alec Grishimo, and worst HR player
bro.
for South Korea. Double Hard Rock this time around for the U.S. Vaxe on
Go,
that
US,
Hard
go,
Rock for the
please.
United States. Coming in for
Double
Fire
Hard
Rock,
Rock.
no mod last time around for them. Same roster,
Oh my god, this
same
is like
mod
CS
for
fucking
South
20.
Korea. Looking to
No,
high roll
no,
this
no,
time
no,
around.
No, this is bad.
Awkward
It's
aim
throw.
abounds. Streams that double back on
Archer.
themselves all
It's
throughout the
Archer.
map, and there's
Oh,
so
yeah.
many easy places to break on a map like this. Early miss for Rectigon, worst HR player, and Karcher.
Oh my god, they're
at the
gonna
start
win.
here.
US is gonna
Dude,
fucking
Flying
win.
Tuna should have tanked again.
Flying
Can't
Tuna
do
now,
it.
one of the full
Aggressive,
combos
please
down
miss, please
for
miss.
South Korea. It's Alec Grissimo and Boshi
I
Man
can't even
holding on to these
celebrate.
FCs.
I'm
Hard
used to
Rock
going
full
down
combo
these
for
already.
Alec Grissimo. Nomad FC for
Alec
Boshi
Grissimo.
Man.
Yeah,
His
All
aim on
fucking
Hard Rock is
easy.
massive. Like, this
All
is 7
roads lead
stars
to me.
no mod. With Hard
SK
Rock, this
count
map
went
comes
on
close to 8
Tiebreaker.
stars just off the aim alone.
Bashi you, man.
That is a
yeah.
huge star rating buff, but it is still
Oxyman is SSing.
Vaxe missing there on the Hard Rock is going to
It's
get
doing
a
worse.
South
What?
Korea
What?
traded.
What?
What
you doing?
Oxy is SSing this whole
And now
thing.
suddenly it's looking very good for the United States.
Save me,
Playing forward here
Decathlon.
from
Save
South
me,
Korea.
Decathlon.
So many
Bashi,
combos
please
are going
drop.
down. It's only Allegrisimo on the Hard Rock to try
Please
and push something
drop.
alive. Boshi Man moves
No,
down to
no,
the
no,
yeah,
no,
Allegrisimo
no, no.
falls. The rest of the United States are going to be able to build equally to defend South Korea. Boshi Man is the last outlying combo for the USA. And as the break is shown,
It's
Boshi knows what he has to do.
It's actually
He's the
just
last combo
over.
alive.
It's
Last
so
one
scripted,
standing
man. This
for
game
the
is
the
scripted.
established lead that they need. Coverage
Huh.
on Allegrisimo.
This is a pre-recorded match.
Ready to go to kill.
Oh my Bashi, I love you so much.
Bashi missed.
But
But
at the
no
end of this map, ladies
It
and
doesn't matter. It
gentlemen,
doesn't matter. There's no time.
this could be it for the South
Bashi
Korea
with
on
fucking
this pick
800K?
for the USA.
Wait,
It
right,
could
now.
be the
LeBron
final
James
map
type
to decide it all.
performance? Like, I don't know,
Ladies
man.
and
No
gentlemen, it is time.
Literally no
Where's
help.
Hard Rock player actually threw that so hard?
Oh my god.
Bashi Man
Tiebreaker.
will not let it
I don't
end
wanna
that
see the
easily.
tiebreaker.
TV's
Gaming
I don't wanna
specialist
see this.
shows a
Bashi,
big
man, I
I
love
can
you
get
so much.
for the
from
United States
stream
of
chat.
America.
I can type NPK
Now
Fire Rage
we get
one more time.
Granatas. This
You're gonna get
map
banned from fucking
is
God,
something
live chat?
special. It is
God
5
bless
minutes
you.
and
Guys,
53
I had to break it to you, it's already
seconds of
over.
absolutely
SK are
brutal
not winning this
aim
tiebreaker.
patterns, stream patterns,
I'm
you
actually
name it.
so
We
happy.
saw this
It's over. It's
showcased
fucking over.
in
There's
the
no
United
chance.
States
It's doomed.
Australia mats, and there were some rough scores
You
all
say
around.
that,
This
and then
map
some fucking
is incredibly,
5
incredibly
seconds.
difficult.
Okay, I'm
and
gonna
you're
get that
going to
literally
look towards those key
Fire
players
Rage.
for
Put
both
Bones
teams.
tiebreaker.
It's going to be Rectigon, Vaxe for United States. It's going to be
Is
worst HR player along with Hunter for South Korea. Any one of these players could put up a big score,
Fuck, man.
and if
MP
you
and
do well
Fire
enough,
Rage.
you could solo carry this map. Dio, talk to me about this tiebreaker. What are we watching out for? What are the expectations going into this one for both teams here?
It's raps for you, man.
This is one of the
fuck can
most
I-
unique tiebreakers that the world
Maybe
has
the
had
mods
in
didn't
Grand
see it.
Finals
Cancel my
in recent
fucking
years.
gift.
The rise of OWC's original songs for
The mods didn't see it.
tiebreakers. We've seen lots of different
Good.
quote-unquote rhythm game songs with tons of different skill sets represented through the song. Tech, stream, speed,
Tiebreakers.
alt, you name it, it's in the tiebreaker, right? This one is
The
far
mods,
more
I think the
dynamic.
mods gave up on
Great.
timing out for
20
NPK
BPM
Fire
pretty much
Rage.
all throughout.
They didn't even
Aim
see
and
your
streams
message.
the primary difficulty focus of this map, and we do have some alt sections, some aim sections
Yeah, they
in the
gave
middle
up.
as well, where you can have big combo breaks. If you've been comboing to that point, you're
We're free.
starting to shake. You are going to
Double
break
down.
on some of the
That's the
gigantic.
Guys, does
force
anybody know their
circles
home
in the
addresses?
middle of
I
the
need to
map.
cut
So
their
really
there's
want
relationship
to
one
get
with
that
nerf
ban.
that make their way about 2/3 of the way into this pick as well. It is so hard to get a high score on this because
Yep.
max
This map
combo
is not it, man.
3,500
Okay.
on this pick. You can get
This is
2,000
it.
This is not
Australia
it.
beat us
Watch
on
this.
this.
on a pick like
Australia.
and that, for
Wait,
me,
Fire Rage and tiebreaker.
that's
Please,
team
please, no.
consistency.
Please, no.
If
Please,
you can
anything
get
but Fire Rage.
one team
Please,
together,
anything
Gavin,
but
that
Fire
was
Rage.
a short
Tiebreaker.
one.
Please.
Yeah,
Don't put Fire Rage in tiebreaker.
No lie, comment, my go.
scores. That is the type of score and type of team score
Yeah,
that
Fire
can win
Rage
you
No
is
lie,
games.
yapping.
Vaxe,
I think this is
Rectigon.
Please give
a
us
good test
window
of
life,
overall
Vaxe,
team
Rectigon.
consistency.
That's all we
It's
need.
not about the solo.
Yeah.
Window life,
It's
Vaxe,
for the most part.
Rectigon,
It's
maybe
about how
Taquito.
good you are as a
Do
team.
Worship.
whatever you do.
Four-person roster.
Fire Rage, please
Please
put
don't
him
put Fire Rage
in.
in.
Please,
2
please.
minutes
What's the hold up to
until we
it?
get into
Rectigon,
this
Vaxe,
tiebreaker,
Taquito.
folks. Go
They would-
get
they
your
can't
throw
popcorn.
them in.
This
They're
is
asking to
such a
lose.
good song and yet another OWC original, and it
No,
is such a banger. I
Culture,
could not have
injury.
asked for a
Rest
better
Yeah,
of
match.
cost
Literally
probably
end
go
off the
up.
World
Literally ignore
Cup,
those players.
and we'll soon
I'm
find
definitely
out whether
seeing-
South
see you
Korea
guys at the
can
end of the
finally
game.
topple the Titans, the Giants in the United States, or if South Korea can make a great return after 10 years
Alright.
to that first place
Yeah, I'm
podium
motivated to play
spot
also now.
in the OWC World Cup. Let's talk about rosters here. Without a doubt, we are going to be seeing Recti, Vaxe, along with Karcher and worst HR player. But who are the fill players for both teams? For South Korea, I have to imagine
Fuck,
we're
MP,
gonna
invite
see
Fire Rage,
Flying Tuna in for
please.
this.
Invite Fire
and
Rage, please.
in my opinion, I think the best bet here is Allegrisimo. Allegrisimo has looked incredible, has shown that potential and those big pop-off moments earlier on, especially on the Hard Rock, and
Gavin's
that's
so
what you need this
pen-happy,
time
what the
around.
fuck?
You need the consistency as well as the
That's
ability to
best
pop off
thing
and put
has
up big combos.
Bernard, your streak is
And we'll
fucking
see
over.
Hector, Restia.
Since
They're
like
putting
They're
it
gonna
in.
get their time in
Semi-finals?
Wait, he's
They're
not.
putting it around them.
playing.
They're putting it
Croatia as
around
well.
them.
Everybody's
Is
getting
this
into
like
the
their
lobby
speed
for
player?
South
Oh,
Korea
wait, who is
saying
this?
hello to the stream. On the
Who
side
the
of the United
fuck is
States,
this guy?
I think we are
They
waiting
instantly
on,
took him
of
out,
course,
bro.
Rectigon
Who's
into
the
lobby.
GT1 player?
Is this
Wait.
so speedy that we don't
Persia
see him? I
Vestia?
do expect one Window Life or
He was on the
Uchi
team.
to
That
No,
was
it's
his, that was his
actually
playing
over.
time.
It's
That was
over.
his playing
It's
time for the
over.
match.
He doesn't play this map. What do you think,
Oh my god.
You
I
have to see
think
the
this
lobby
is going to be the
for
roster
2
for both
Let's
teams.
see.
Takedo
Rectigon.
is
Yeah,
not
I
a
trust
stream stamina player. This is
It's
not
guys.
the type of
man.
map that you would usually see him
I
in
trust
for.
this.
And I think
Why
this
don't you
roster
still
for
go
the
for
United
that
Wait.
States is locked.
my God.
Window Life
Holy.
Wuchi,
I'd be,
two
bro, I'd be
rookies
so
for the United
pissed
States
for him.
in
Can't
on the
tap this.
tiebreaker in bracket reset. This is a best of one.
Dude,
It's
Form
for
can't
all
happen.
the marbles.
And he can't
Form
even
Release
play.
Hallucination
Form
said it
carries.
best.
Alright,
Great
come on,
match.
guys, here
Good
we
luck
go.
to both
Form
teams.
carries,
Let's
and he has to
see
sit on,
the grand
on the
finals
sidelines to watch
tiebreaker
bro.
bracket reset.
Here we go.
Whoever
I'm gonna
wins
shut the
here
fuck up and watch
wins
unless
the
something
OS
crazy
World Cup
happens.
and are
Me too.
crowned
Yeah,
OSR
yeah.
champions.
I
16
won't talk.
players, 2 teams, and 1 world champion. 6 minutes and 43 seconds to the decider. I'll let you take it away, Shiba. Here we go into Vanitas.
Ladies and gentlemen, emerging through countless battles all
Yo,
over the
Vinard.
world, witnessing
My bad.
magnificent upsets, shattering records. One final chapter in the history books. One last map. It all comes down to Vanitas. Ridiculous levels of mechanics and consistency. Custom song by Release Hallucination. One of a breakaway tiebreaker in this World Cup. It all comes down to this. On the side of the United States, Window Life, Wachi, Vaxei, and Rexagon. On the side of South Korea, Ressia, Karcha, Parisia, and Flying Tuna. Early
It's
start
over.
past this intro section is hit by the majority, but Wachi and Parisia, alongside Ressia, are the ones to go down past this intro section. So far, so good on the side of the United States. 3 FCs to 2. Parisia goes down once
He almost
again past
FC'd
that
it
stream
yesterday.
section.
I know.
It's looking good on the side of the United States. This map has plenty of sections here that could go in favor of both players. These streams can get really tested here. Can get really tough. First down the stream section come through. No drops from either player. Karcha is going to go down afterwards, and it's joined by Flying Tuna. Small combos dropped here from South Korea and fall apart through this build-up section. Rectagon is going to drop as well. Vaxei and Window Life, the only one to drop by this next EI.
That's Window Life
This
and
map is so
Vaxei
good.
holding strong for the United States right now.
Only I could
This
have
is
this.
the trouble for South Korea. Can they bring a mechanics tiebreaker against the United States? They have had trouble on mechanics
We ain't
picking
got
all
no
match long, but
faith
there
left,
go Window Life and
man. None
Vaxei.
left.
That's the 2 full combos
Reset?
gone for the United States. Now Karcher, unfortunately,
Yeah,
the
but
biggest
it's a
combo for
reset
South
into, like,
Korea, not
70K.
able to hold here. It's
it's a
Rectagon
reset
with a
into
little bit of
a
combo
UFC
for the United
lead
States to
on
keep this
tiebreaker.
streak
It's reset
intact
into
for them.
nothing.
This
Everyone
is what the
fucking
United States needed
Except-
in this tiebreaker
except
is
my
their
goat.
mechanics carry players
Rectagon is
to come
doing
out
something.
and pop off, and that is
My goat
exactly
never
what they're
misses.
doing. South Korea
gonna
not
miss
able to
3,
find the big combos
2,
that the United States has had in
1.
this first
Karcher is
quarter
the
of
only
map
hope.
so far. Which
That's
he's going to
given
find
my
another
name
miss
for it
alongside
again.
Parisia, but the big story here is
Yeah.
this combo on Rectagon. Restia as well dropping now. It feels like it's all on Karcher, Flying Tuna, the 2 veteran members
Rectagon?
of South Korea. Flying Tuna in particular, somebody who's been with this team for years and
It's
years,
fine. We know
will
that
finally
Vaxei will
drop
hit
the
the
combo.
disc.
It's Karcher now, the only
Window
combo
Life
for
out.
South
will
Korea
shut the
against
fuck up now.
Window Life. Vaxei dropping
Window
now.
Life is
Window Life
acting.
dropping
Who's
as
that?
well.
Oh, never mind.
Karcha, last man standing here for South Korea with the
He's
big
still
combo.
acting.
Going into this next GI, jumps get really tough here. Cross screen
Which is
screen there
actually-
is hit from Karcha. He's got to hold on to this to try and
Pressure
bring
combos
something
through
back for
this.
South
They
Korea.
might-
76,000 is
painkillers,
quite the
dude.
deficit on a tiebreaker like this. So
Oh,
many players
no.
go down, including Karcha.
GG.
Big combo from South Korea is gone. Vaxei, the biggest combo in the lobby, also
Wait.
falls. And we're getting into the control quarter.
Yeah.
No player hits through this
Oh.
full KI.
Tiebreaker's
And we're getting
fucking
into the
brutal.
1/3 now. Arguably definitely a section that's more in favor of South Korea. This section has a lot of wiggles, a lot of 1/3s. You got to really keep yourself precise and in control of these patterns. Really devious here. So many drops from so many players. Only Window Life, Rexagon, Karcher, and Flying Tuna to have hit most of it. 2-2 in the Beta recovery combos, but overall the United States still looking good. Jump sections to come through as well. The United States are slowly gaining on this section.
Took his ass off on fucking his own map,
This is where it
basically.
all comes down to the aim. Parizia is going to drop. It's still the United States with that advantage now, supporting scores in their favor. There goes Karcher, Restia, Woodchi, Window Life, all dropping in short order. It's Flying Tuna and Rectigon with big combos for either team. Rectigon drops as well now. It's Vaxay and Flying Tuna with combos. Vaxay dropping now as well. It's Flying Tuna alone right now, but there he goes as well. And this is what I was saying about this tiebreaker before we started off.
This map,
so difficult mechanic test. So consistent on this kind of map that the pop-off scores just matter so little on a pick like this. It's all about the team consistency and triple 200k 2/3 of the way through right now for the United States versus just one score above that margin in Karcher for South Korea. If anyone can do it, it is this man, the first full combo on Dokito's Yomiuri, a legendary tournament player from last year. Karcher, can he find a big combo? Can he find it in him to pop off and carry Korea to their first win in 10 years?
Because he can't stream this.
He's a fucking speed player.
It's not looking super likely at the moment. You have big combos on Woodchi, Window Life, and Vaxay right now. Rectigon as well on a pretty big combo there. And there goes Karcher. The one big combo for Korea is down, and all of USA is hitting this stream section. All of USA is hitting the 1/3. All of USA is hitting the jumps, and the United States will not be held back. The United States cannot be beaten. The juggernaut of the World Cups for 8 years, 7 of the last 8 World Cups in their favor have gone to the United States, and this one as well, despite it all, despite
we're gonna be like,
it seems like you cannot stop the best team in O standard history.
Come on.
We're approaching the final PI of this tiebreaker. Vaxay, one of the greatest tournament players to ever live, holding on to nearly 1,000 combo, going towards the final end of this. It is the beginning of the end for the South Korean gifted story. The beauty of this storyline will soon come to an end. The final scratches of ink are starting to come through. And the United States are pushing their lead to a degree of impossibility. Finally, the United States get the security that they need. No matter what doubts you put through for the US, no matter the roster changes, no matter the doubts, the USA will prove that they are inevitable. Doubters, be silent! Believers, be vindicated! The United States are your 2023 World Cup champions!
And the more things change, the more they stay the same for the 6th time in a row.
I never doubted it.
3 times over, the USA have done it again.
This
I
is
definitely doubted
the
Vaxay.
United
I
States
never
people
doubted
expect to
Vaxay's just
see
straight up
in
gonna
the grand
crack him, I
finals.
swear.
A story we have repeated
Now,
throughout the World
Fiery's
Cup
gonna go on a
is that
10-minute
United
yap
States
session.
is
Oh,
one
wins
of
OWC,
2 or
doesn't
3
explain,
teams that
leaves.
builds
That's what he's
their
gonna do.
entire roster around the
Bro, I'm already seeing it
expectation
so
of
boring.
getting to
Guys,
grand finals, and in their case,
I'm resigning.
the expectation
Dude,
of
I see
winning
the
the
Reddit
tournament.
post. I see the
That
Reddit
is
post.
what
It's
this
just
roster is built
boring.
around,
Let's go.
and
Let him get
this
another
is
one.
the reason why the United States is inevitable. This is the reason why they are your
Beanard
6th
will be
time
back next year.
back-to-back
This is
to
year
back
number
to
10,
back
guys.
world champion.
We
The
will all be back
United
next year
States,
because we'll be
5
like,
roster swaps
guys,
from
what if the
last
USA wins
year,
this time?
multiple rookies on the
rest
roster
of the
this
world's
year
so
in
strong, you won't win
Kama,
again, and
Window
they'll keep
Life,
happening
and
forever.
Woodchi. All the
Just make it USA
expectations
versus
around this
everyone at this
roster
point.
was that this was the weakest
Dude,
USA
can we just send
roster we've
Emmerich to
seen
the
in
Philippines
recent
and get
memory,
this over with?
and it still does
crazy.
not
like
matter.
all we have to
The
do.
United States
You're
are your
crazy.
champions. They defeat
Philippines
South
need a
Korea
4th
in
player.
tiebreaker,
Emmerich
in
needs 7
bracket
more
reset.
players. It's a
And
perfect match.
they cement themselves once again
7?
in history
All
as
roads
the
lead
team
to the
to
USA.
beat,
Bro,
as
Emmerich
the
is
single
the-
best
Emmerich
country
literally
in
is
O
Australia.
standard.
Well,
The
Secret box is there
USA
sometimes, but
dynasty
it's
continues
literally
for
Who
a
the fuck is
6th
Gino
year.
Blast?
Golden Road.
So
I
many
guess
doubts
it's
with this
inevitable.
roster
Gino
at
Blast
the
is
start
coming.
of the year, from falling to Canada 6-1
Gino Blast 2 is
in the
window life.
quarterfinals to
they're
prevailing
gonna
In
against
the last
all
9 years
odds.
is actually
The
crazy.
USA dynasty continues. The fortress
Imagine being remembered as
remains
Cheeto Blast.
stone still
didn't use the
and
updated name in the bracket.
untouched.
That's crazy.
USA win their World Cup for the
Cheeto Blast
6th
is a fire
time
name.
in a row. South Korea has been the closest that
Blast.
they have ever been
What, do you want to be
to
known as Swaggy
triumphing
Swagster?
and defeating the
Yeah.
dynasty that is the
Definitely.
United States. But it will not
At least
be
Chris
Gavin,
Seven
I don't know why I
Seven
stayed up
Seven.
today.
man.
Is the day
What's the
I already
match?
knew
that
who was gonna
USA
win.
prevail once again.
Worst HR player 2.2.
What the fuck is a
They were
kilometer?
so
Bro,
close,
worst
but
hard player blood is
unfortunately not
mine.
enough.
2 point in the first.
And as we
then
come
2 in the
to
to
second.
the end of the World
Dude,
Cup,
worst hard rock
I
player is
do
gonna go
want to
fucking
give
school
a
tomorrow and
huge
just realize
thanks
he
to
fucking
all of the
had no
staff
help
here
at
at the
this
World
game.
Cup. There's
Orm
so much
literally had a
going
one
on
Get his
behind
weight
the
up.
scenes.
That was the only
From
way
all
they were
the
winning that.
mappers to the refs to the streamers to the tournament
He's just not
organizers
tapping.
to keep things running
His ass is
smoothly
not tapping,
for
and that's
you,
all.
all the viewers, and the players. And on
I
top
mean,
of
he
that,
has to become
I
a
want to
speed
give
player at
a
this point,
massive
right?
thank you to
Why didn't no one
everybody
send him a
who has
Wu-Tang?
joined us,
Society, if the
showed up
tiebreaker
to
was
watch these
190
matches,
BPM.
supported your favorite team,
Society
if
cheered
Orm
in the
could
chat,
stream.
and made things so
He
exciting.
can
This has
stream.
been
He
truly
actually blew Xena in
one
match.
of
He's
the
just slow
greatest
as fuck.
World
He
Cups
can't,
in
but he can't
OWC
go,
history, and
like high BPM.
can't wait to see how future
His
ones
figures just
turn
don't
out.
move that fast.
He's
Which
not
doesn't
even
make
that
sense
high.
because isn't he like 12?
This has been
Australia
Yeah,
third
that
place
was
is crazy
the most
though.
exciting World Cup in a very
Bro,
long
How are you
time.
gonna be
Dude,
young?
now I
He
have
won a
to
best
fucking
already.
train
A very,
for
very
70
long
WC.
time before we have seen the United States be pushed
I have
It's
to
funny
play
how
the
the third and
hard
second place
in
teams
grand
both have a
finals.
player who
I
did
have to
nothing.
play the fucking
2018
video game.
when the United
Like
Kingdom was able
O/Slash
to
and
take the
Spectre are
United
getting
States to
medals
bracket
for
reset.
like
Here in
they're getting
Tiebreaker,
badges
South Korea
for
putting
existing.
up the fight of a
Oh.
lifetime with this
But I guess the
roster.
USA Aspire,
But
so it
ultimately,
kind of balances out.
As you said, iFlame, the more things
Fire Ray.
change,
Fire Ray
the
got
more
another
things
fucking
stay the same.
0.5
As you
match
said,
cost.
Shiba, the United States are inevitable. They
Fire
will
Ray
be your
got
winners.
fucking
They will be your
badge for
OWC
doing
World
what?
Cup champions.
Let's
Tequila,
click.
Rectagon,
Let's
Window
go.
Life,
Let's
Woodchi,
go.
Vaxe,
hasn't even been
Fire
15
Rage,
minutes.
and Boshi, man.
Oh.
Oh my
Congratulations.
god,
Go through Reddit.
this has
Go
to
through
be
Reddit.
the
I wanna
best
see the Reddit
And of course,
OWC
massive
that has ever been
congratulations as
conceived.
well are in order for
This
the
is-
second
this
and
one
third
beats last
place
year
teams
somehow.
joining
Yeah,
them
oh,
on
of
the
course.
podium.
How many
What
breakpoints
a
in total?
fantastic grand
great
finals and what a
OWC.
This
fantastic
Dude, there was
match
like-
from
Dude,
South
Dude, there was
Korea
like
flying to
20 dude,
Carter
nobody
I'm
can
gonna
win their own
go
fucking
until I see
pick.
someone complaining
Amamia,
about
Nobody
being
can
bored.
win their own
Allegri,
pick because they're all
Spectre,
retarded.
And Parisia,
This is
your
the
runner-ups
greatest-
for
this
the
is like
World
one of the
Cup
best
in
matches I've seen in a while.
2023. And in third
This
place
is
with
this
their
is this
first
beats last
ever
year's by a
podium
long
finish
shot.
is
Yeah.
Plus you do
Australia.
time tweet.
Dumi, Emrek,
Us
Secret
is-
Box,
Bro,
Get this
AKFCX,
crazy fuck off my
CS2,
timeline.
Here we
Get
have-
Sayo, JGLF,
Yeah, yeah.
O/Slash,
Pop off.
and Zintex.
Australia
Congratulations
pop
on a
off.
historic World Cup for Australia and a
Who else pop off?
historic
Philippines
World
pop off.
Cup
Like a lot of
for
good
us
teams.
all. What a fantastic tournament we've had this year. This is one
Philippines
for the
would be so
history
good
books.
if they weren't fourth manned.
The 2023 OWC
That's
World
what I'm saying.
Cup
Literally
will
just send Emmerich to the
100%
Philippines and they
be
win.
written in the stones of
They don't
history
even need the other
as
four
one of
players.
the
They
most
just need their
thrilling,
4-3 and Emmerich.
exciting,
That's heartbreaking for South Korea.
incredible
Their roster next year is
World
gonna be
Cups
worse.
we have ever seen.
Yeah, Karcher going
What a
military
time
hurt.
to be
Yeah.
alive, to be an
I
OWC
will
World
let
Cup
you
player,
admit
an OWC
that,
World Cup
like,
viewer.
Next year,
What a
one
time
of the
to
players
be
on
alive in
PH
this
is going
moment,
to start
truly.
grinding
It's,
tourneys, and then they're going to get
absolutely
like a crazy
phenomenal.
placement.
Congratulations once again, USA, your champions.
Release Hallucination
South
just
Korea,
tweeted
your
and they
runners-up, and
misspelled
Australia
Vaxe.
for making a fantastic Cinderella
Vaxe.
story and getting their first podium
1,000
spot
combo
ever.
was seriously amazing.
Congratulations indeed to all of the teams in
That was
the
so
OWC World
good.
Cup this year, and particularly to our podium placers. Before we
I'm
exit
biased,
this
though. I
final
mean, it would be
stream
good
of
if
the OWC World
USA
Cup
lost,
this
but I'm
year,
biased, so it's
we
even
need
better.
to give some special shout outs to all of the staff and organizers who make this tournament possible. So I want to give it massive shout outs, of course, to everyone behind the scenes.
Find my first
We had a
complaining tweet.
huge staff team this year. Of course, the managers of the OWC World Cup, Azer,
Slang Tuna is crying.
FLT, and Mango Miser behind the
On the
scenes
stream.
with
Poor
all
guy.
of
I
the
would
work
too.
on OWC Originals
Yeah, I would too.
for the map pulling team. team.
I don't blame
That was actually
Thank
like
you to
a
them for their
heartbreaking.
efforts.
Because bro, he
loss.
played
Thank you
the,
as well to the
he
efforts of
played
the
the
map pool
tiebreaker.
selectors
He's
this
probably
year.
probably
Hazer,
blaming
Shiv,
himself.
Dada, Nissan, Librarian.
Yeah,
Like, if he had got
match
500K, they would have won.
His match cost wasn't that good for both games as well.
Silicostas, how does your tweet already have 60 likes and 3
Nah,
retweets?
Flying Tuna had to tank like 2
I
times.
gotta
others
gauge
this.
involved
Wait,
in the map pooling, all the
I got, oh
playtesters
my
and
god, I'm about to
developers. There
read
are far
all
too
the
many of them
standard
to
players'
list
fucking
one by
tweets,
one,
guys. Hold
but
on.
including the
Where's my
participant
GIF at?
playtesters. There's well over 50
Baker
mappers
has
and
entered
playtesters
building.
to list.
Oh,
So
yeah.
thank you
That
all of
hard
them
rock
for the
score
help,
from
and of course to our
Forum was
huge
crazy.
statisticians working
That had to be
with
scored
all
the
of the
tournament.
back-end sheeting and design
Basically
for the
Baker.
tournament in Leo FLT and Shadoos. Of course,
Basically
design
Baker
and
at this
art
point.
is also
I'm
a
just gonna call it
massive
Baker now.
team.
Except Baker
with
fucking
two
won
big
Worlds.
people behind the scenes, in particular Kai
Player of the year,
is a
Malyshev.
huge driving force for the design of the World Cup every year. A big shout out as
If
well
only
to the
fucking
20 separate
worst hard rock
artists
player had
from the
teammates
OS originals this
row
year.
fucking pick.
Go check all of those out. They are
Archer, if
listed
his
on the
hand wasn't
information
injured.
sheet. Please
I
give
can
them
fuck
some
with Kieran
love.
so bad right now.
Some
By
love.
asking
It
him
is
why worst hard rock
2:30 in
player
the
didn't play
morning.
the tiebreaker.
Please give them some
but I
love. Go check
don't
out their
think I'm gonna do
songs.
that.
Make sure that their time in the OS scene
Actually,
is
it's kind of fun.
worth
I'm gonna
it.
do it.
And
Dude,
make
imagine
sure
where
that
SK would be if
want
they
to come
didn't
back
have
once
fucking worst
again
hard rock
every year,
player.
because it has been an absolute pleasure having all these OS originals
Imagine
every year,
South Korea
especially
if
the
Force State
20
Player
from
could
this year.
stream past 220 PPS.
I don't know what
If you
else, I don't know what
if
else
he
to say,
bought a
man.
root
I
taste,
think you've covered it
been a
all.
great run.
They
I will
were
give
so good.
one more huge shout out to everyone watching.
Well, it's
We
not this
really
one.
appreciate all of you guys. It has been an
It's
honor.
sad, though.
Dio,
They won't have a
would you like
chance
to
to run
send
it
us
back
off?
with this roster, too.
Forum gave up on
I
speed too
would
many
be happy
times.
to. Congratulations once again to your third place
Dude,
team
actually-
in Australia with their first ever podium
The
finish.
United
I'm not even
Your
happy.
runner-up
That's fucked
in
up.
South Korea, a
That was
winners
it.
bracket
Why was it
run
so
for
red?
the ages, and taking the giant in Goliath team of the United States to tiebreaker in
Why
bracket
did they
reset.
just
It was
send
truly a
4
run for the
screenshots
ages.
as if
They
the
are
first one
rewarded
was
with
enough?
a well-deserved second
It
place.
wasn't.
And of course, congratulations to your OS champion,
That's
the
anti-form
United
tech,
States.
aka above
From
200
everyone here
BPM.
at the OS World Cup, from everyone here at the OS team, thank you all very much for watching. Congratulations to everyone on the podium, and congratulations to every team with their fantastic.
Are they gonna
placements
save
this
the
year.
next cup?
We'll see you all next year for the 2024 OS World Cup.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Oh, fuck you.
Kevin, go to r/road again.
Hold on, I make sure when I type Reddit, the porn Reddits don't come up. Hold up.
Australia
Fucking
I do
Reddit.
not use private browsing.
Why?
That game was so
You
good.
go on Reddit for that? You're crazy.
Yeah, when I went to Reddit, the first thing that popped up was the Mr. Boom method.
I'm stunned.
You know the BTMC method? You seen
No,
that
bro.
gif?